The place, Tokyo, Japan. Konnichiwa. The year, February 11th, 1990. The event, the Heavyweight Championship of the World. The opponent, James Buster Douglas. And the contender and Heavyweight Champion of the World, Mike Iron Tyson. Those of you who know boxing know the outcome of this story. Mike Tyson knocked Buster Douglas down in the 8th round. While Buster Douglas was on the ground, he reflected. He told his mother 23 days ago, his mother passed away, and he promised his mother on her deathbed that he's going to win the championship. Mike, at the end, he got up, looked Mike in the eye, finished the 9th round, and history was made. He knocked Mike Tyson down and knocked him out in the 10th round. Why do we wait for something serious in our lives before we get serious about ourselves? Hi, welcome to Thoughts with Thee. Get ready to rumble! And I'm your host, Downtown Theo Brown. And today we're talking about why does it take something to happen to us before we get serious. You know, you've heard time after time people go to the doctor's office and the doctor tells us that we have to lose weight in order to maintain history, maintain our bodies. So why do we have to wait? Why don't we wait and start eating chicken noodle soup, drinking water, eating our veggies when we get sick? Why don't we just eat that way all the time? Why don't we take better care of ourselves all the time? Why do we wait till something serious happens to us before we get serious about ourselves? And this is what I'm talking about today. Getting serious about ourselves. Why do we wait before our spouse walks out the door and leaves us? When we decide we want to lose weight, we decide we want to be our best person. Why do we wait until things happen to us seriously before we start getting serious about ourselves? Why don't we be serious all the time? Why don't we go when we're about to catch the bus or about to catch the train? Why do we run when we see the bus, run when we see the train, instead of just when we walk out the door? Why don't we just start running already? We'd already be there. Why is it that we, instead of us getting up at 7 o'clock every day, why don't we get up at 6:55? Why don't we do 5 push-ups? 5 push-ups times 5 is 25. Times 4 is 100 in 1 month. Now we times that by the whole entire year. We've done 1,200 push-ups, sit-ups in the whole entire year. More than we would have done. Are you giving your best to yourself? Are you giving your best to your spouse? Are you giving your best to your kids, to your clergyman, to your school, to your education? Are you being your best? You may cook for your husband. You may have cooked for him for a long period of time. What's wrong with trying a new recipe? What's wrong with trying a new position in bed? I'm just saying, why aren't we doing our best? I know you hear people sometimes when their spouses leave them, they're like, oh my goodness gracious, I can't believe he's gone. I've done my best. Have you really done your best? Have you really been your best? Have you really given your all? And this is what I'm talking about. Being our best, giving our all, and being all that we can be. Why does something seriously have to happen to us before we take the wrench and become serious? You know, why don't we celebrate ourselves while we're here? And it was, as you heard before, give the person flowers while they're here. Celebrate that person. If you have a relationship with your mother, the elder, your father, people in your lives, be with them now. Give them the best of you now. Don't wait until they get sick. Take your family out. Pick up your family. All go out to breakfast. Everybody goes out to breakfast. Why we gotta wait for a family reunion? Why do we have to wait for these things to happen? Why can't we just get together on a Saturday and bring everybody together? Bring everybody together on a Sunday. And let's get together. Let's celebrate. Why do we have to wait till something happens to us before we see each other? Why should we see your whole entire family on a family reunion or at a funeral? Come on, really? Let's live our best lives. Let's be our best people. Let's give our best to everything that we want to be and be all that we can be. Don't put it off. You know, here's the thing. People will plan for stuff. For instance, if you want to eat that nice piece of chocolate cake, put a little ice cream on the top of it. You know, whatever you like. A little butter pecan, a little strawberry, whatever it is you enjoy. You know how you like your chocolate cake. But anyway, you'll make a plan for that. What you'll say to yourself is this: I just want a piece of this chocolate cake. And all I'm going to do is put a little ice cream on it. But guess what? I'm going to plan the next day. I'm going to work twice as hard for this chocolate cake. See, that's
Make
a
plan.
And that's a great plan, too. Why do we lie to ourselves? And you're probably not going to get up the next day and work twice as hard. But that's a plan. Why don't we plan that for the rest of our lives? Why don't we make those kind of plans for ourselves? You know, why do we keep telling ourselves things like that? I'm going to lose weight. Or this is going to be my last drink. Or I'm going to see her. This is going to be the last time I'm going to see her. And after that, I'm done. I'm tired of the way that person continues to treat me. And I'm done. Why do we keep telling ourselves these stories? Because we don't plan for the things that we need to plan for. And that means planning to be our best. and giving your best and doing your best. This is the plan that we all got to have for ourselves. Be your best and plan for your best. You know, it was a situation when I used to work, and I bought a uniform, and they were laughing at me. My uniform was tight on me, and I turned to the person and said, "You know what? The difference between my uniform and your uniform is that you have your uniform for where you are in life. This is the size you are right now. I have my uniform tight, snug on me for where I want to be because I want to lose weight. And this is where I want to be. The difference between you and me, where you are and where I want to be." True story. I used to work in a warehouse years ago, and every single week, I didn't know why, I would go out, I would buy me a nice suit. And all the guys in the warehouse, you know, they had great taste. They would say, "Hey man, put this kind of tie, put these kind of shoes, get this kind of shirt," and they all compliment me. And I continued buying these suits. And I worked in the warehouse. I had no reason and no need for a suit because 5 days a week, I was working in the warehouse. I was driving a truck, working in the warehouse, pulling up furniture, the whole 9 yards. So it was no need for me. But there was just something to me that said, I just need to buy myself some suits. Well, guess what? I ended up losing that job, leaving and going to another job. And guess what? The dress code didn't require a suit, but I started wearing a suit. And it became protocol for everyone else. The bosses loved the way I dressed, and they told everyone else, "You need to start dressing like this." And eventually moved me up to the next place. See, I dressed for the life that I wanted to be in. If you want to be a cook, start reading cookbooks. If you want to be a mixologist, mixing up drinks, start mixing drinks. Start turning your friends on to great drinks, great recipes. Do these things. Don't wait until you get into that position or wait until you finish school. If you want to be a great engineer, my daughter now, she knows how to run a drill. She's 19 years old. She knows how to use a drill, knows how to use a saw, knows how to put stuff together. She's 19 years old. She is an engineer. She wants to be an engineer, and she's a hands-on. She'll get up there and cut a car, and she is pretty as pie. You know, she'll go in there and jump start a car or change a tire and stuff. And this is the thing she does. But she's already an engineer. She's already living that life. It doesn't, the degree will not change or make her. She does this. He's living this part. And that's what I'm saying. If this is what you want to do, if you want to be somewhere, start seeing that vision and start being where it is you want to be. Be your best. Live the best life possible. And this is what I'm saying. Live the best life possible. Give yourself the best. And don't let anybody tell you you can't have the best. Are we giving our best to ourselves? Are we giving our best to our spouses? Are we giving our best to our kids, to our school, to our work? I went to a McDonald's restaurant, and I saw the girl standing right there at the cash register. And you can tell she didn't want to be there. She had an attitude, her personality, the way she stood. She did not want to be there, And I asked her, young lady, "What's going on? This job is better I'm better than this job," or whatever. But your attitude is saying, no matter what, how can I envision you being anywhere else because of your attitudes, And I've been to a Wendy's restaurant, not to compare, and I've seen the young ladies there that was so happy you didn't even know if they were the owner or not. "Good morning, sir. How are you? Would you like some coffee? Would you like something on the menu? Is there anything we can give you? Is everything okay? How's your day?" It's all about where you are and how you're selling yourself, because somebody's always watching you, and you always live and speak to the job you want to be in, the people and the place you want to be. You live your life for that, and people will always they'll try to assume everything in the world, and they'll assume that, my goodness gracious, this person must be the owner because this person speaks this way, this person greets me this way, and it doesn't make a difference. Title doesn't mean a thing. What it is the life that you want to live. Be that person, be there, and be present. This is your man, Downtown Theo Brown. Always talking a little jive, always bring you back to the right vibe. My business is love and happiness, and my business has been quite good. Until next time, I will see you later.